latest reporting on Kevin Durant. Prefers to get traded to Houston, San Antonio, or Miami. Sounds like the Suns are still asking for a lot. Teams are just waiting for them to bring their price down. Also starting to sound like the Spurs are not as interested as maybe people want them to be or whatever, or that maybe Durant wants them to be, but it sounds like they're starting to take to take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit there. But which one of those spots, or maybe there's another spot in the league that you like for Kevin Durant?
I kind of hope he winds up in Miami just because they have nothing. Yeah. They have nothing.
I know.
Let's just get him to Miami. Maybe they make the playoffs. They're probably still a play-in team. Kevin Durant doesn't move the needle to me as a guy who you're going to build some kind of team around. The Spurs, it never made any sense to go there, like for him to go there. At some point you have to reckon with who, like what has happened with KD on these teams. And you have to separate that from the player that he is when he's on the court. And you have to say, do you want to invite this into our organization, our locker room? I don't. Not if I'm the Spurs. Like, I'm thinking about the next 10, 15 years, not the next 2. So why would I give up anything for a guy who is, again, 36 years old, in the twilight of his career, injury prone, and frankly, like, he has to touch the ball. It's not like he's going to come in and come off the bench. This is not Chris Paul, at 40 years old, where it's like, okay, hey man, just make sure you throw that ball up there real high for Victor Wembanyama and then get out of the way. That's not who Kevin Durant is. So to me, I think that if you're Miami, you've got nothing to lose as long as it doesn't cost you much.
Right.
I wouldn't give up any real picks. I wouldn't give up Haywood Highsmith even, because frankly, like, you're just kind of taking KD. They have no offers for him. Minnesota doesn't want him. Houston, it would be silly to consolidate your guys, consolidate your young guys on a guy who is old enough that he maybe could have been their dad. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here?
Wrong Suns player.
Absolutely. It's Devin Booker is the guy.
You're waiting for Devin Booker. If you're Houston.
Yeah. And I just don't get it. Like, what, KD next to Alperen Şengün? You think that like is,
and that's the part that I don't. Everybody wants. Oh, Durant in Houston, such a perfect fit. He'll see that he could be the. Even if you think that, that's not how Kevin Durant or superstars ever behave.
No,
they don't look for situations where they can be the final piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Superstars look for situations where they could be surrounded by pieces they need. And I know that Durant has a relationship with Ime Udoka. Cool.
Sure.
Superstars also don't care about who the coach is for the most part, especially somebody like Durant. And it's like, yeah, he's going to look at
how come we don't hear Durant
like
saying,
Alperen Şengün. I don't think Durant, or people like Alperen Şengün.
Sure.
People like, I love Amen Thompson, right?
Right.
Durant isn't going to be like, send me to Houston. I have to play with 21-year-old Amen Thompson. That's not how superstars behave. That's not how they act.
For instance, how come he's not saying, how do I get to Milwaukee?
Right.
How do I get to Milwaukee? There would be a need for him there, right? He could play with Giannis, totally fine, because he would go in and give deference to Giannis, right? He wouldn't be able to go in and blow the team up. Dame's going to be out all next year. They need a guy who can take shots. And if he had to miss 25 games in the regular season, Giannis is a good enough player. He's a big enough star that he can actually shoulder that load. But you don't hear Milwaukee. Now, for me, like, I just don't. What does it mean? Does he want 18 shots a game next season? Guarantee? I'm trying to figure out what it is, right? Like, Houston needs a guy. But KD hasn't been a guy, like the guy, for a while now, right? Like, it's not like they're winning titles in these places he's going. So I just don't know, like, how do you mortgage anything away from your franchise for Kevin Durant?
And that's where the Suns are going to have to figure it out, because they've already called their shot, right? They're trading Kevin Durant. We know it. They don't have any position of leverage here, and yet all the reporting right now is that, hey, we want to get what we traded out for Kevin Durant. We want that in return. It's like, you're not going to get that. It's not like Miami ran into this issue last year. They traded Jimmy Butler for Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Dennis Schroeder, and 1 first-round pick. And Schroeder went out in another deal and whatever. That's not the return you think you're getting for a superstar. And I think if you're Phoenix, you're lucky if you get that.
You got to think about it more like a sign and trade with a guy who's going to leave in free agency, and just be happy if you get anything.
And this is why I'm with you on the Miami thing.
Yeah.
I think Miami has a Jimmy Butler sized void. They need a star player. They need a number one. They need a guy that generates tickets. They just need a guy.
Sure.
And they don't have a guy. As much as Bam and Tyler Hero, they love them. They need a head of the snake. They need a number one.
I would hate to give up Khalil Ware.
They will not give up Khalil Ware. And that's going to be it. And that's their offer. And it's not an awesome offer, but to your point, Phoenix doesn't get to have awesome offers.
No. So I'm rooting for him to be in Miami. Number one, it'd be great to see KD get one last run on a team where I think he could be complimented there. I mean, he's not going to play with these guys. He's going to stand and do his own thing. But at least, Tyler Hero has KD that he can throw the ball to here.
Right. And KD and Bam have won a gold medal together. There's a relationship there. Spo coached him with the Team USA. And to your point, also, like, you don't have to ask him to go in and be that leader. He's able to just walk in right away. Spo's the leader of the team. Bam's the captain. Heat culture, blah, blah, blah. And he can just hang out and just get a locker and do his thing.
Get shots up,
which is all he needs to do. And frankly, it's all Miami needs out of a player. They have
be
all
the
the
first
other
shot
things
maker there
out.
in a very long time.
They have not had a 24 point per game score since LeBron James left in 2014. Kevin Durant doesn't not average 24 points per game. That's all he does, right? Is 25 plus points per game. So I'm with you. That's my favorite spot. We'll see if something else jumps out.